right. Hi, Alvin. How are you?
Hi, Alex. How are you?
I'm also fine, thank you. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
creating time to come today for this interview. Maybe we can
Mm-hmm.
begin by a bit of introduction. Tell us your name, what you do, yeah, and all that in a summary.
Okay. In a nutshell, my name is Alvin Onyinji Kuria.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a software engineering student at Zitec University.
Okay.
Uh, I'm supposed to get to have my graduation this year.
Oh, congratulations.
And thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, most of the times I am a freelancer. By freelancing, I mean I just do online businesses, online tasks, partnering with different accounts.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, in a nutshell, that is.
So you mentioned something to do with freelancing, huh? So do you
Okay.
freelance in specifically what you're doing in your career that is software engineering, or what kind of freelance work do you do?
I wouldn't say it's narrowed down to my career
Mm-hmm.
because some of the tasks that you're supposed to do in the online world, they're just some of them are basic day-to-day life experiences. As simple as it can go down to as simple as the tasks that we give Siri on our phones, scheduling appointments, reviewing emails, writing documents such as emails, responding to some text messages. It's it's a whole diverse world. Well, there's some of the tasks that require you to do some coding. That is the only thing that lines up with my career,
Oh,
but
okay.
not all of them. Yeah, not all of them. High percent, 80% of it is always on another dimension.
Mm. So
Yeah.
most of them may not be really related to what you're doing as a career, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
So which companies have you worked with? Maybe the serious companies that pay
Uh,
well online and all that.
I will mention a few. There's one called Remotas.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a sister company to Remotas called Outlier. There's also another upcoming one called Alina. I've also worked with transcription accounts, with 3D, some of them the Verbit accounts. There's also the writing account. For the writing, we have there's this account. Why am I forgetting its name? It's called Reuters Plus, and it's been a challenge, especially when it comes to the writing accounts, because some of the documents that you're supposed to go through, they have certain rules that you're supposed to follow, and all these accounts you cannot work with them while you're in Kenya. You're not supposed to be working on the accounts with a local IP address. So you have to shift the location of the machine to USA.
Hmm. Kenyan
Sorry
people,
about
oh
that.
my God. So you want to mean you can be working out of Kenya, but you're in Kenya?
That's basically it. You can't work in Kenya and still you cannot work for those companies or those accounts, whereas your location is still in Kenya.
Okay.
So virtually you're supposed to be in USA. Physically you can be anywhere.
And is that legal, Alvin? Is that legal? Allow me
I
to ask,
I
is it legal?
I am not sure.
Because
I
I
am
just
not
don't
sure. I don't
understand
think I'm supposed
how
to.
they would think you're in the States, but
Yeah.
you're in Kenya, and you're literally in the States,
I
virtually in
mean,
the States.
that is I know that to some point it is illegal. I know there is some illegality connected to it, but I mean, it seems like the lesser evil as for now.
Okay.
Instead of going out there and committing crime like maybe robbery, I mean, you will rather just get someone, just get hide your IP address, then get shifted to another location and get your job because you see, I'm not stealing from anyone.
So I'm assuming
Yeah,
they pay
I
you
hope you understand.
in American dollars.
Yeah. You get paid in American dollars. but you get paid for work done.
So you're in control of you're in control of how much you earn depending on how much time and effort you put into what you do.
Actually, yeah, it is all dependent on the time you're giving out to the company. If you submit
You
20
actually
hours
there's
of
no
work in a day,
limitation.
no, 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 no. They don't limit you, but they also have some rules and regulations they're supposed to follow. And I think with our education system, we were not taught how to follow instructions to that level because you see, not everyone can do it. There's just a certain level of skills that you have to be having for you to be able to perform such tasks. Okay, basically it's following the instructions, but there's a way they put the instructions that sometimes it's hard to understand. So I think it's also a challenge when it comes to the freelancing world.
Let me just ask a random question, Alvin. So if you have the control
Yeah.
of what you're earning, what is the highest amount someone can be able to earn maybe? And are you guys paid monthly, twice a week?
For the accounts that I usually work with
Mhm.
mostly, we get paid weekly, and
Okay.
the pay comes in at least on Wednesday. And yeah, basically we are paid weekly. You can control the amount you want to earn. You can, if at all you were to sit down for 24 hours and dedicate all that to working, you will get a good pay. And sometimes you can make up to $2,000 in a week.
You're
Yeah,
literally getting paid
yeah, I know it.
someone's salary in like 4 or 3 months in 1 week.
Yeah, yeah. But you see, the catch, it's always a risk because if at all your IP address was to leak, we call it leaking. If at all it was to show, or rather, just some mismatches, some information, your money gets locked in, and you cannot claim it. You have no legal rights to claim it.
So
So
I
it's
guess,
always a challenge.
yeah,
Yeah, you always
you're coming
you're
into that.
always working on yeah, or rather working on eggshells. At any particular moment, your account can get closed down, your money will be frozen. So it's always a 50-50 chance.
But at least if you get to follow the instructions to the letter, you're able to earn at least something to keep you going.
Yes.
Is this the reason why most
Yeah, yeah.
young people in Kenya are really living a flashy life? I don't know. I've been realizing most people, when you ask them what they're doing, they just say Nibidi mingi na
Yeah.
God, and they won't really tell you, which actually makes me question. Why won't many people speak about what they do online? And really, I appreciate the fact that you accepted to come for this interview because many refused, and many would be like, Alex, this is a secret thing not supposed to be known and all these things. And again, I assure you, it's only documented on academical levels. And in case it goes beyond,
Yeah.
you must be consulted. So tell me,
You see,
why is it like a secret society?
the way to keep these accounts running, the way to continue having this going on is just by having a certain community that you guys understand each other, and you guys understand that you're not supposed to be giving out this information to the rest of the world or rather the rest of Kenya because we have a very bad government as for now.
Hmm.
Any chance to give out, they are closed wide open. They want to scratch you down and get something out from you. Mind you, these guys haven't provided you with anything. They haven't provided you with internet. Ni wewe umejitafutia wewe mwenyewe. They
Hmm.
did give you the sort of where to get the account. You had to find your own means. Some of us even pay for the training. You pay someone to train you. So with na hiyo uchungu, you see, umesweatia,
Hmm.
you've sweat for it. So you won't just go blabbing it out. And yeah, when you welcome everyone, it's the same thing. Too many cooks spoil,
The
you know.
broth. Hmm.
Yeah, so you have to keep it secret for you to get something out of it. The more it's secret, the more it is safer for you to get something like for a long while. Ukienda ukisema sema huko kitu kinakuwa kinakuramba tu. that is what we say.
Ah, yeah, Itakuramba. And that
Alafu,
just brings me to you
yeah.
mentioned you've done remote tasks, right? Sometime back last year, the president of Kenya, His Excellency William Ruto, uh,
Sorry, I can't
he,
quite hear you.
can you hear me? Mic test 1 2. Am I audible?
Hello, Alex, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Your audio is off.
Um, that could be an internet connection because my end I can hear you clearly. I don't know what could be happening. Can you hear me right now?
I still can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Could you disconnect the earsets maybe because on my end I think everything is okay. I'm not muted. What about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I no, I still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? But it's clear on my end. Alvin, can you hear me now?
Mm.
Am I
Well,
audible?
let me try leaving then rejoining and see if it's me who was an issue.
Maybe because on my end it's really clear. Like you can just try that. I'll be waiting. Alvin, am I audible now? Hello? Seems to be an issue. Let's do a part 2.